Jurgen, first of all, we understand the FA Technical Director Dan Ashworth has been in touch with the club over the criticism of the handling of Jordan Rossiter. What's been said and how satisfied are you with the FA's response?
I'm 48 and I have to learn sometimes to take better words for things. But I've had the same problem in the German language, so it's not because of my English. But everything's okay in this moment, so we have to discuss this. That's for sure. They stay in contact, that's the truth. And yeah, now we'll have a talk in the next few days. And, of course, I was not happy with the situation. Yeah, I could have inform them before I talk to you, but I forget it, and then we came to this thing, and then I said what I said. So it's not the biggest problem in the world, but it's a problem, and we have to talk about it. That's what we will do in the next days, weeks, whenever.
Now that you've had 2 games, both 1-1 draws, what have you learned, and what goals are you able to set now for the rest of the season that you would deem it a success?
I'm not sure if we should talk about think about this the rest of the season. On Sunday we have the next game, so that's much more important than what I expect on the rest of the season. So what we saw were 2 completely different games because of the style the opponent played, and it was a big challenge yesterday. To play against this team, experienced team, deep defending team, but very good in that transition game, not real counter, but because they played about few position, David, ball holder, and then the other experienced players came. Then we want to press, but right fullback, good footballer, very intelligent passes between the rows, very cool, very calm, and that's what we had to work with. Of course, for example, the goal is of course better to defend. That's what we should learn, but it's normal in football that sometimes you have to make the mistakes first, and then you can learn of it. And so we have to move a little bit more in the space where Emery came out. Joe could be a little bit closer. Then it's not easy for them to play this pass. In the last line, it's always difficult because in the box you cannot do what you want. You have to stay a little bit closer together. Kleini could stay a little bit on the other side of the striker. And only 1 striker in the box. I think we were with 3 inside. Yeah, we could do this better, of course. But that's football, and I don't think we make the same mistake so often, twice. No, that's what we talk about today, of course, with the players. And then the situation was like you saw. We played. We had about ball possession, and against 10, it makes no difference if the opponent defends so deep. It's no difference if you have 10 or 11, because the only player who came in front is out. And so it was difficult, but I saw many good things. And we had the chance, we had opportunities, we had the crosses, we had all the things. And you make 1 goal of one of these, and then the game changes, and that's what we were working for. But the last moment was not good enough, and that's why we played draw. But it was completely different, of course, the game to the Tottenham game, and so 1 more experience, and the next opponent is waiting.
Just in terms of your strikers last night, you went through a brief spell where it seemed like you had 2 men together up front. Is that an option for you going forward, or was that just necessity last evening?
No, of course it's an option. If all the strikers are fit with 4, then we have to think about how can we take that quality in our game. And of course it's possible that we play like this. I don't know in this moment if we play on Sunday with 2 strikers, but it's an option for sure for the future. And yesterday Christian and Roberto had two trainings with the team. Usually it's too early to bring them in a situation where you need them at 100%, but they did it well. I'm sure not at the best level they can play, but they did it well, and so now we are a step further with them, and that's what we try to. Christian a little bit was unlucky with the post. Roberto came better and better in the game. First two situations were not so good, but then he was in, and so it's okay. Two new options, very important options for Sunday.
And in terms of the Southampton game, how is your preparation? I imagine Peter comes in quite strongly, does he, with video analysis? Have you watched about 1 million DVDs since you arrived here?
Yeah, that's good. Of course we started the analysis of Southampton this morning when we came here. Our pre-match, we were together for an hour, I think. I know much more about Southampton because of course I watched them. I saw the game against Chelsea. Yeah, not too bad. And so I knew something, and now I know more. And now we have to look now how are the players after the night after a very intensive game, and then we'll see what we can do for Sunday. But I think it's obviously what their strength is. Good organized, of course. They try to press high with, well, I would say 6 players, and 4 stay a little bit deeper, last row. So maybe you can find a way to come there. You have to play football if you can. You have to play long balls. You have to fight for second balls. That's what they do. They play. They want to play if you let them, and if not, then they have Pele. Good thing to do, to give him the ball, because he's very physical player, very technical, a really good striker. And they have Mane around him, big speed, very big talent, really good player. And you have Tadic on the left wing. What I heard is the most crosses in the Premier League. Well, that's a word. So you know how they want to play. And but they are in a good shape. They had 7 points over the last 3 games. They were close to the next victory against Leicester, but maybe they closed the book a little bit too early, and then they came back. And a draw, but good team. Not an easy game. Next challenge, but we are at home, and that's what we want to show.
Chris, yeah, you said when you first arrived that we wouldn't see a completely new LFC straight away, but you'd hope to see some of the new LFC. You hope to see some of the new LFC in the first couple of games. Are there any specifics that you've seen already that have translated from training to the pitch that have pleased you so far?
And so many things what we did at training in the game, but no, I didn't expect that we will run through the league from the moment on when I started here and things like this. This league is too strong. The opponents are too strong. We have not enough time between the games to always to be 20% better in the next game or things like this. But I saw, of course, many things, and I'm not sure what was there before. But now, when I see the things we spoke about before the game, what we did in training, and I see them in the set plays. I see it in the defense play. I saw that we knew that they will play like they play. With this deep formation and so on, and so we try to do it in 2 exercises to get to be prepared for this. I saw the things that you have to make this goal. First of all, my first job is to give the team some ideas to come in the box, to be to be dangerous for them. That they have problems to defend and so on. And there were many good things. But of course, if you see the whole game and you feel, okay, but here you could have done better, here you could have done better. That's the truth, of course. but that's football. It's always the same. And you don't think about these things after a game to make them the second and the third goal. But it's the same. Only with these two small and so big, different. And that's I want the result with all my body gives me. But if it's over, I have to analyze next to the result. Result is then only one information. And in this case, not masterclass information, but it's an information, and the rest is much more important. And that's how we work now. And try to give the right information to the players. We don't have to say, here you can make the goal, and here you have to make, and you have to pass. Sometimes you have to show them where the other options are. That's what we tried in half time. When we show, if we play here, then we have this space on the other side. Yeah, and then the boys have to decide by themselves. And sometimes it's better, and sometimes it's not so good. It's absolutely normal.